There we go, enough of that. Okay, enough of that. Okay, get that off screen. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Wait for everybody to join in. That's right, give them a few minutes to get out of bed. I know it's a bit difficult. I think they had daylight saving or something started last week, didn't they? That threw them a curveball. Daylight saving start?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Was it starting or finishing? I don't know. Was it finishing or starting? Yeah, finishing. So yeah, you get moved or whatever it works.
Finished.
Yeah, finished. However that system works, I don't know. Okay, good morning. We are here. We are in slow mode because last night was pretty hectic, but it's all good. Right.
Regular thing. It's now official. The 2 week.
We've got the So I've started posting again on our Facebook group to remind people that it's on. As the things are sort of getting back to normal, which I think that's Malcolm K. G'day. I think we haven't got really everybody here yet, so they're slowly filtering in. Give them a few minutes, but that was the first article we were going to talk about, wasn't it? Morning, guys. Waiting for the.
Oh, Jack's awake.
Oh, Jack Dorrington's there. Good. G'day, Jack. Good morning. So yeah, just watching the numbers. Either something's going slow here. I don't know. It's normally we have 10 to 15 people by this time. Because but again, most of those people were this last night. Maybe they're all suffering from a bit of a slow morning. Let me just do a refresh to see if those numbers are changing there automatically. Come on, no, okay. It's only three of us and two other people watching, Malcolm and Jack. Okay.
Morning, Malcolm. Morning, Jack.
Yeah. Oh, we do have in the bleachers there. I think he's still around somewhere. We've got Luke from Texas. He's planning his trip out here in June. So he's sort of just hanging in the background there. Oh, the Tiger! They pinched my time slot, assholes. They didn't consult me with that prick.
No.
Shit. Damn them. Things are back to normal. Was again the last to leave. Well, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
such a life. Yeah, such is life. Anyway, yeah, the Tiger's probably talking about the same thing we were going to talk about, which was further easing of the restrictions here. So further easing. So what are we talking about? This is published 21st of April. When's the 21st? That was 2 days ago.
Yeah.
2 days.
Yeah, it was in the afternoon, so it's pretty much news all over the place from Friday. The Centre for COVID-19 Situation Administration, CCSA, on Friday considered further easing of visitor entry controls, including a shorter quarantine period for unvaccinated people and ending antigen tests. The meeting would discuss changes to travel restrictions based on guidelines given by a Prime Minister and the Secretary on Thursday. The Public Health Ministry has proposed a relaxation of COVID-19 testing measures for tourists entering the country. Two main issues would be considered. The first, the quarantine period for unvaccinated visitors may be reduced if reliable quarantine was established. The test and go entry scheme for fully vaccinated tourists and returnees may also be adjusted. The CSA looked into these issues for the angles of making a decision. As the number of infections, blah blah blah, testing, yeah. What's the bottom line, guys? Because this is actually posted on Thursday before the decisions were made. That's the article we got in our thing. But where was the other one?
I've got the clip notes in front of me if you want me to read them out.
Yeah, well, I think there was something somebody posted the was it Thailand general news, there was something came through on Twitter, which had a little bit more information, or just the cliff notes. What was it? Will cancel. When was that posted? That was 22nd. Thai BPS. Don't people know how to use Twitter? Where's the link to the article? A picture and what? Okay. Will cancel after they will cancel test requirements and test and go. 1 night quarantine program for vaccinated travellers. 1 night quarantine program for vaccinated travellers. Minimum insurance coverage reduced to 10,000, and alcohol may be served until midnight, not 11 p.m. What have you got? Have you got any the same stuff there, Todd?
A little bit different. Vaccinated visitors will no longer need to be tested by the PCR. A self-ATK test is only recommended during their stay. They do not need to book a hotel. Insurance is reduced to 10,000. Thailand Pass remains to verify insurance and vaccination status, but they reckon it'll be much quicker because there'll be less things to input. Unvaccinated people still need a hotel booking and do a PCR test on day 5.
Yeah. I think I saw that on the feed this morning, but I thought that was that article that Nick put up there was the current one, but still.
Oh, that was reference from Richard Burrows. So
yeah, so Richard Burrows has got the full details, has he? So face boob. Where's face boob? RIC Richard Barrow in Thailand. There we go. Yeah, 129 cases today. Those test and goes away. It's time for our daily okay. Yep. This is the briefing. I don't want to. Was that? The CCO still needs to closely monitor the situation after Songkran as the daily cases exhibit the upward trend, as well as to prepare for measures for school reopening in the next semester. In May, hospitals nationwide are stockpiling medical supplies. During April 1 to 20. Travels entered Thailand. What were you thinking, Todd? How many people have you sort of seen? It does definitely seem like a lot more what they call Western foreigners floating around Bangkok now.
Even during Songkran, like I said, I spent a few days at the Down Under bar, and there was a lot more, I'd say, international travellers while I was there. I don't know what I mentioned last week, the first Jetstar flight from Australia came into Thailand after 2 years. So, and when we were on the MRT yesterday, getting between the train stations, there appeared to be a lot more Westerners around. So, I think things are slowly getting back to normal.
And Dowlow's saying our flight lands in the 4:30 p.m. on 29th. Who on the panel can I rely on to pick us up from the airport? Please note, I do not like tardiness. Nowhere near, like we're at Susie's on the 3rd, so you can meet us up there, but I'm not driving to the freaking the airport, really, come on. There's plenty of taxi drivers, they'll take care of you. But yeah, so just put it in your calendar, 3rd of June is the meetup that you'll be able to attend, Mr. Dowlow. Be there, or we'll send the mafia after you. Okay. Malcolm K. Can't believe the Thai government took such big steps. They realised they destroyed. Well, there is lots of big steps being made in that sort of regard. That's right. But you got to understand the Thai people here are very cautious, and yes, there's a certain percentage of the population that have suffered, but actually there was something else I wanted to. So I think if I go here, What was it, Luke? What else to see the thing that Vance put up? Did he put it up in Facebook or on no, okay, it's not online, so it must be on Facebook. He did a photo collage of then and now with Soy Cowboy from yesterday. It must be on my feed somewhere. But anyway, yeah. So things are there's a certain part of the economy that's really reeling, but Pat Pong seems to be sort of starting to kick it off a bit. Still, the numbers are pretty low down there. I said the schooling night last night. Well, they didn't teach us much we didn't know.
No. Well, I had my lesson yesterday, and I thought I'd get my homework out of the way, but it didn't happen.
No, yeah, well, that's what happens. Still amazed you lot believe the C-19 bills. Well, I believe. What's to believe? It's the plandemic. That's what I believe. It was all sort of orchestrated. It's part of the system, right? It was the changing of the guard. We don't believe any of the stuff. We believe it's a plandemic. We believe that this was an orchestrated sort of global initiative to completely sort of rock the economy. Considering the fact that there was reports of the fact that they did testing in Colombia in 2019 from samples through the sewage works. They found it present in the sewage system 9 months before it was as a wake-up call in December 2019. So work that shit out. Oh my God, there's so much misinformation being floating around, unless of course you toe the line with the narrative. All the information is being suppressed. That's fascism as far as I'm concerned, but it's a fascism on a fascism. Did I say that word right? Fascism on a global scale. Elon Musk. Elon Musk has 300 billion net worth, and he wants to buy Twitter for 29 billion, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So you just work this out: 300 billion, 29 billion. Right, you can still give every 8 billion people on this place. Seriously, you could give every person on this planet $1 billion, and he'd still be the richest man on the planet. But that's never going to happen. The whole thing's a complete fucking joke. Anyway, moving right along. What was there? Yes, so get back. Sidetracked. Was it? Look, I've been told I'm only getting a small Vegemite. Oh, really? Jeez. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Susie made some absolutely wonderful burgers last night. Krapao Mu burger. And we actually met the guy that actually makes his own beetroot here in Thailand. And mate, just set those burgers off. Oh my God, I had 2 of them. Oh my God, I'm still feeling full from last night. Yeah. But Krapao Mu burgers just aren't the easiest things to eat. You have to eat them with a spoon and fork.
It's the best of time aren't easy to eat. Everything's dripping down. But it was an awesome burger.
They were yummy. Yeah, did you sneak in too? Did you? Oh my God!
I think I did.
Oh really?
Well, we had the plain ones to start off with, then Susie added the egg and
beetroot. Yes.
To it.
Yeah. Add egg, lettuce, and beetroot to it. Yes. Yeah, but it was all good. All good. Had a ball last night. What's Dowlow excusing for the Kimbo? No. I will, but I still. Yeah. So you're excused. Okay, right.
From the airport, so
I still haven't given you a tag yet. No, remind me when I finish here that I go and fix up that thing, so I could give you a. Okay. Yeah. Got to give you the spanner since you're always here. It's just that it's hard to see you outside of everybody else. It's between Wazza and Don Burke then, eh? Right, yeah. Okay. One small step for man, one less for Somshire, yes. Still amazed you like believe. Yeah, we just covered that. We'll get to reading this stuff. I just want to make sure I keep catched up with all the stuff. All the fake deaths. No one really died. Yeah, well, I think they died, but shark attack. Oh, he died of COVID. COVID present. That shark killed him, but he died of COVID. Sorry. Yeah. This is what's happening out there. Like we've got some high numbers here, but like we've got we're sort of seeing average day ppm of 150 to 200. That's enough to give respiratory problems to anybody, right, with or without a mask. And people are dying. They're dying from respiratory issues, right? But COVID is present, so we'll put it down as a COVID death. Now, can we have some real numbers, please? Anyway, Alan, yeah, we took care of Alan again last night. Good morning, Alan. I hope you got home safely. We only get him in actually, I left him at Triple X, didn't I? I guess he got home. He's just in front of a computer, at least, anyway.
He's typing.
He's typing something.
I think there was a competition between him and Jack who was going to leave last.
Right, yeah, I believe Jack left last, but hope you had fun last. Yeah, we all had fun last night. But anyway, so where would you get up to? So the sandbox game, so numbers, general situation, number of cases, the current top 10 provinces, Bangkok, Ken, Chonburi, some are PopeKael, some are Sakon. We don't make the top 10 here in Nakhon Pathom, do we?
No.
We're second class. Vaccine process, yes. Yesterday, Thailand administered blah blah blah. Yes, people aren't. This is the thing. They're not rolling out the update program, and this is one of the things that's sort of keeping these numbers low. We got very good take up in the very big populated areas, but it's not being done in the provinces, at any efficient level. What else we got? Thailand said, we would like to extend its appreciation. Thailand handovers, handovers vaccines to Myanmar and Vietnam. Yangon, don't know what the whole idea of including Myanmar in that one there. So they should ask the military coup there first before they give them anything. Military coups only work when they got money to pay people. So stop giving them money. Stop giving them things. That'll stop any bloody coup, really. But anyway, moving right along. This is the first batch. Blah blah blah. Yeah. So capacity inoculations.
8.2 you need.
8.2. Okay, right. This is what you're reading. Yes, the Prime Minister morning approved some notable adjustments to entry schemes, which will be effective 1st of May. Details have been worked out now, so they're not finalised, but he's said make it happen. In summary, entry to Thailand will be divided into a channel for vaccinated and the channel for the unvaccinated. Right, the vaccinated travellers, there will be no mandatory testing requirement, neither PCR or ATK. Travellers, however, recommended to self-administer an ATK for their own safety, so that if positive, travellers can access treatment in the channels that will be shared soonest. Okay, this will mean that the various schemes, test and go, sandbox, etc., for vaccinated passengers will be reduced to having vaccine certificates and insurance. Another important announcement is that Thailand Pass will have to be updated to support these new measures, so it will be temporarily closed for those planning to travel and arrive from Thailand from May 1 onwards. We will announce. I don't know why they have to close it down. Or you have what they call a second site, right? As an adjustment beta test site, right? It's a clone of the first site. You make your adjustments there. You put it through a sort of a beta test process to make sure it works, and then you swap it over to go live. Don't know how to do this stuff. Why do you have to shut it down? Who wrote their fucking software? Anyway, I guess they just didn't have any real clue at how did computer engineering. We will announce again when it will reopen, but for those planning to arrive before May 1, you can still access the Thailand Pass as the existing measures are still valid. Yeah, okay. Not much else. What else is there, bro? The big one that we noticed was the extending from 11 p.m. shutdown to midnight shutdown.
Yep.
Which means, you know, so, whoa, yeah. And that's really clever. Unfortunately, that Wednesday next, Susie's, so that was, Susie's there. That was, yeah, so that'll be, so May 6th. May 6th we get to stay out to midnight, even though we were out till 1 o'clock before we left. Hey, let's not go there. It's all right. Yeah. So, well, that's the news. Good morning, Chef. Stuck in Florida. Figured I would stop by and give a thumbs up since no one else will. Yeah, like I'm giving up trying to teach these people to think to people. Yeah, if you like these streams, you just hit that thing. You know, Steph Traveller. Cheers. Hope we're all good. Yep, we're all good here, Steph. The Thailand, the opening up of the country thing is all on and happening. When will the restaurants turn back into bars? I don't think that they will. I think this is something was already sort of in the backwaters of a planning thing to, you know, because when you start to look at, you know, the situation with bars around the place, you know, and their lack of zoning rules and everything else, anybody can make a bar. But now that it becomes a restaurant, you know, the restaurants then get their CCS, did they get their approval, or SAH or what is it? SHA approval, right? And I think that's going to be, you know, a way that they can police, you know, the oversight. If you want to, you know, again, we're turning into a complete fascist world. You know, everything's going to be monitored. You know, they want to can cash. They want to make it all digital, where banks are in full control. So you give somebody a tip. Like I gave the taxi driver when he took us from Soy 7 to PopeKael. You know, we were talking to him about the grab. You know, if we give you a tip on the grab, do they give you the full tip? You know, and he was only a grab driver for 3 months, and he really didn't know. So slip him 100 baht. You know, let's just not to worry about the tax man. No. Once we go digital money, that's it. You know, tax man's going to have his fair share of that shit too. You know, you can't give tips to people. You can't give, you know, money to kids. You know, for their money box. You know, money boxes will be a thing of the past. Right, the government will see every cent spent. Oh, you went and bought something at a short time room. Oh my God, they'll be down knocking your door down for you know, having too much fun or something. You know, that's what it's going. This is what the world. Seriously, we need to shoot the fuckers. Honestly. But so that's going. That is good news on the relaxation for sure. The day 5 test and go was pretty. It really was. Yes, you know what? I don't even know. I think they gave you a box and they had a barcode of the box and you had to then take a photo of the box. Oh, really? I have no idea how that was working, but yeah. Tried applying for the Thailand Pass this morning, unable to register until the 29th of April. The website directs you to use AXA insurance. Really? Is that a joke or is it for real? I'm sorry, you joke all the time, Dallo, but that sounds ridiculous. But yeah, that seems absurd. Bars always had finger food, I guess. Well, a lot of the bars no, it's food. That's really an afterthought. Susie's the one that always fed us. Smash the Flash. Yes, flash the cash. Hi from Melbourne, George. G'day, George. Yeah, we were joking around yesterday, but this is all part and parcel, for this whole thing. Like this is a post recently on was it Facebook, and this is supposedly legit. I don't think it's been edited or photoshopped, but this is a reply, right? When I was 6, my sister was half her age. Now I'm 70. How old is she? Let's have a hard time. 35. Let's have a hard one next time, please. Right? And then somebody obviously queried that. It says half, so half of 73. Wow, go back to school. Honestly, these people will be running the country in 10 years. This is the scary thought. People like this end up in Parliament because they're fucking clueless.
I was going to say, everyone put their hands up who agree with that post. then we'll do our own personal census.
Honestly, what's the world coming to? This is what we've got happening in the world these days. It is ludicrous what's going on. The lack of education in our younger generation. You can't teach them anything. You can't make them go to school. You can't discipline them. You can't do anything. We've got a nation full of candy floss, nanny nation, candy floss snowflakes, right? Who think a pronoun is more important than world hunger.
Yeah.
It's what the hell is going on with this planet?
I sometimes think when we're going into Laxon, what the taxi drivers think of our conversation. Yesterday was about half an hour of what's happening with I agree with equal opportunity. Equal opportunity is a good thing. But once you get that opportunity, I'm not going to help you. It's up to you to run with it. I'm not going to make it easy. That's what life was meant to be easy. If you get the opportunity, do something about it. Don't expect someone to write your resume. Don't expect someone to actually do the interview with you. Don't expect someone else to blah, blah, blah. But they do nowadays. And it's like, earn your stripes, then enjoy life. If you get the opportunity, you get the opportunity.
Yeah, you do,
but it's up to you to earn your stripes.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you made it. Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, we're just making sure the fact that at least our crew gets some schooling there, Alan. And of course, you came with us. That's, so we don't want to miss out on how to do math these days. Like, what's another thing we're talking about? Like, I remember seeing my daughter learn this grid thing to do their multiplications. And I'm going, what was wrong with the old way? What was wrong with the way we used to do it? Carry the 1, carry the 2.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Or memorise it. We were taught to memorise it up to a certain level.
At our school, boys, we actually had a savant. He was autistic. He was an autistic savant in math. You could give him any numbers, and we're sitting there with calculator because we used to do just to freak us out. Calculator. As we're typing the numbers in, he's giving us the answer.
Yeah.
And I'm going, you don't need it as long as you know math. I don't know math. I don't math anymore.
I was always accosted by my maths teacher for doing only half the working or showing only half the working out.
Yeah.
Where's the rest of it? Well, I've already worked it out in my head. Well, do I have to write it down and take 5 more lines?
I see you watching
the correct.
But you saw the guys work in front of you. You were copying it down.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Life has been, George. Life has been interesting lately. Okay. Tell us what's interesting about your life, George, please. Those young whippersnappers, they want everything now, and they think they just. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. It's ridiculous. The way we used to do it was the best way. Well, I always got the right answers, unless of course I forgot to carry one of the ones or one of the. Or my alignment of the numbers was a little bit skew if and I got in the wrong column or whatever it was. I can see how that doesn't happen in the grid. You can't really add the wrong column, but that's just a technique. You get good at it. You get good at it, or you're pushing brooms, for the rest of your life. That was a scary thought back then. Learn math, or you push a broom.
Yeah.
No, you can't push. Oh, we can't do that now. These little snowflakes. Oh my God. Off topic. But watched a Thai Airways 77 takeoff from the factory. Not sure if it was a test flight or a delivery to Bangkok. Beautiful in the air. Okay. And Darlow, I have to pull my pants down to count the 21.
You like it at 23, Darlow?
Well, we had a couple of guys from Australian regs at the bar yesterday. One was a staff sergeant officer. Well, they're all retired now. One was a grunt, and one was a gunnery sergeant or something, wasn't he? I can't remember.
Yeah.
And I go, yeah. Well, I was in 7th Field Regiment, Ramey Corps, and I pointed to this is one of the things we used to say back in the army was, you grunts, you need a calculator working how many fingers you've got, right? And you gunners, you need a calculator working how many fingers and toes you've got, right? Here at Ramey, we make the calculators. And he remembers it. They used to go around all the time. But anyway, Ramey, Royal Australian Electrical and Mechanical Engineers, okay. If you didn't know, yeah. Anyway, moving right along. The way things are the opposite on how they used to be. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, it's things that the whole world has gone upside down. If the bill goes over $20, be sure to tighten your chastity belt when Darlow. Oh my God! I had something else here. What was it? Yeah. So this a little bit more light-hearted stuff. We were after coffee yesterday. I had Jerry went and bought me. So where were we? Jerry's bought me a guitar.
He's lurking in the background, so.
Is he? Is he? He is. There he is. Jerry! Put your microphone on, Jerry. Yeah, so that's the new 4-string. It's not a banjo. Sorry, it's a bass guitar. If you don't know the difference in the shape, so just make sure that plain. It's got the thick strings, not that tinny crap. Hello, Jerry.
Hey, Jerry.
Hello.
Hello.
I was on the phone, so I just heard the last words of 4-string bass.
Yeah, did you? Yeah. So Jerry bought me a 4-string bass yesterday. It is second hand, yeah. But it's a Backhouse. Backhouse is a Japanese, fairly popular Japanese brand. But they're entry level bass. This is an entry level sort of bass. They're actually made in China, but I did some checking around before we bought it. They're going on average. These ones here are going on average in the marketplace for about 6,000 to 8,000 baht. This was what, 2,800 baht?
Yeah, right around there.
Yeah.
Really
And it came with the strap, and it came with the case, and I got a good long cable with it and a pick. So it was a pretty good bargain. We didn't even know it came with the case. We just saw, out of all the ones they had on the wall, they're all second hand, of course.
Did you just say the E word?
Pick. It came with a pick. It came with a pick. I tried to explain that to Jerry. He didn't understand, because he's a 6-stringer. Okay, come on,
Paul McCartney used the pick.
Yeah, but that's Paul McCartney. He's a bit of a dick. Okay.
Yeah, that's McCartney. Plus there was a Hofner bass. Those things you needed a pick to even get a sound out of them.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
There's a weird thing about it. When I started learning the 6-string, I didn't want to pick up a pick. I just wanted to strum and finger pick, and my teacher just would not continue the lesson until you pick up a pick. Why? I've got more control. I've got 5 things I can pluck the strings with, not just one. You can have more sound coming out of it with more digits.
Yeah, Yeah, but out of all the ones we saw on the wall, this one here looked the cleanest. It looked like they had the least amount of bashing around and damage. The fretboard felt comfortable. Needs a slight adjustment on the E string there, just to raise it a bit higher because it's got a bit of a vibration on F and G frets, you know.
Yep.
So I just got to just raise it a little bit more. But the neck was all pretty straight. You know, there's no noticeable warps on it. So yeah, me and my mate Jerry wants to run the band, of course. But Kimbo, he's going to give me a crash course on how to play a bass again because I haven't really played bass for 30 odd years. So, but yeah, so. We're going to have to do some jamming on our Discord channel, so you know that's coming up. So Todd's already said he's going to go in for his lessons next week, then drop by Jerry's place, bring the bass back our place, and then Jerry's going to come out with him, and Jerry's going to come and visit the what's the name of the bar? What's the Groove? What's the bar name? Gucci, yeah, Gucci bar. We got our bank. That'll be Friday.
What day are we doing that?
Friday.
What day, guys?
Friday. Yeah, so that's so it's that'll be that's. I've got my 90-day check-in next Friday, so that's all right. So yeah, 29th. All good.
All right. I'm in.
Yeah.
He's in.
Hey.
But yeah, they'll only. But it'll be 11. It'll be 11 o'clock finish. You know, they're fairly strict on that out here.
Yep.
But yeah, it's all good. Yeah, so yeah, we got a bass. So getting the band back together.
Downloads asked what's the name of the band, and I think last night I was carting around Jerry and the Pacemakers or something.
Yeah, the geriatrics, Jerry and the Pacemakers. What else did we come up with? Yeah, it's Jerry's band.
There you go. It's the Gallup band.
We're going to need a vocalist. Who's going to do vocals? I can't hold a tune for nuts.
Todd can sing.
Yeah.
Can Todd sing? Can he? Oh my God! There we go. We got our lead singer. Oh God.
Yeah.
Jerry and the Pacemakers.
Well, you do know there was a Jerry and the Pacemakers from the 60s, right?
Yeah.
There was, yeah.
Yeah, so the geriatrics will probably be a little more appropriate considering our young age.
You never know.
Jerry and the
Atrix, yeah, Jerry and the Atrix.
Oh my God. Yeah, right. Okay, moving right along. Yeah, so that's what we've been up to. Arthritis in the UK. Yeah, so yeah, this is obviously the latest in our week of fun and games here in Thailand. Yeah, sorry I haven't put any videos up for 2 weeks. I've taken a bit of a break. I've got plenty in the can. I've got sort of 6 videos to get edited. Shooting videos easy. The editing takes the time. It's like you might be out and just pressing a button and talking. But when you come home, you got to do the editing. You got to get the uploads all done, and then the whole. Anyway, I just had to break from that for the last couple of weeks. I'll get back into it tomorrow. We've been arcing all last week. Yeah, dealing with Dynasty.
It's a new game, and between you and Psycho, I'm asking question after question. I mean, Wazza goes, and it's just, if you're not a gamer, I do apologise because I'm really enjoying it. Wazza goes on the island. There's a nice spot to build your first base over there. Just walk over, you'll be fine. It's pretty easy.
Yeah.
It took me about 2.5 hours to get from Wazza's area to this area. I died about 20 times, and each time you die, you go back to the beginning. And I'm just going, and I finally got up there, and I couldn't remember how to get back down.
Yeah, and like you should have seen, obviously the tribe log we had read on our ledger. It was all him dying. Oh my God. Any room on the band for recorder player? I don't know. What about it? Can you play
soprano or tenor?
What about a harmonica? Can you do a harmonica? Yeah, if you can do the harmonica, we might let you in, but recorders, no, we don't do recorders. Harmonica, we can make a place for a half one. I wish everyone an excellent day. Yeah, Artist Sabajai. Okay, I wish everybody an excellent day. You too there, George. You're wandering off, are you? I believe they are looking for a triangle player.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No drummer. We haven't got a drummer yet.
Exactly. We do need a drummer.
Yeah.
Well, that's the next thing. Well, we can always bash a can, I guess, kick a can a few times. Then again, I can just have to carry it with the bass. Just turn the bass up and carry it with the bass, Keep the time with bass. That's what bass players do, We keep the whole and get band together. Yep. There's a vacancy for a kazoo soloist. Oh my God. Jack's going to play the kazoo.
Yep.
He's got one. He's got one already, I'm sure. Anyway, the fun and games we have here in Thailand. Yeah, I will get back into the editing suite tomorrow and get some videos out for next week. Probably get 2 or 3 out next week. But yeah, I've got plenty in the can. And I did do Sukhothai. I did I did shoot the historical park. Out of all the times I've been up to Sukhothai, it's the first time I've actually checked out the historical park. That's a pretty big place, and I found it interesting. Of course, those types of videos never really don't rank well on YouTube, but keep your eye out for that one when it comes out. And I've also got to finish off that first ride video. But we'll have to see how we go. See, right now it's actually not a bad looking day for a ride. It's overcast, a little bit of cloud cover, keeps the temperature down. But yeah, we'll be getting into the ride video stuff, as things progress. And I think really what we're waiting for is for Todd to get his plates. They should be coming. They should be coming at the end of this month, probably next week, I would expect.
Hopefully next week.
Yeah. Still have no idea why it takes 2 months to get your driver's plates off your car. Honestly, yeah. That's all the paper pushing from one person in one province to I'm pretty sure I have weird and wonderful ideas about how that system works. Here's the paperwork and here's the money underneath the paperwork. Get something done. That's how it gets done quickly. No money, then just on the bottom of the cube.
Yeah. That's all.
Anyway, Kimbo is playing a Jew's harp, not politically correct. Is playing a Jew's harp.
He's playing.
What's a Jew's harp?
It's the metal harp you put in your mouth with the pickups.
Oh right,
Yeah.
Okay, is it politically correct? Don't get me started on politically correct. I have nothing but the snowflakes, the PC nation we got. Now, I said, your pronoun is more important than world hunger or global warming or whatever, the global climate change. Climate change is the most, the correct way to say now, because it's not really about warming, it's about the effects of what we do to this planet. It's all right. It's the only one we got. 100 years from now, when we're sort of sitting in the Sahara Desert in Antarctica. I wish we'd stopped that problem with Phil back 100 years ago. It would have been good, but yeah, it's all right now. No problem. Then again, we might actually find the hidden Atlantis city on the underneath all the ice in Antarctica. So I'm a Stargate fan.
Yeah.
You
At least they haven't found it already.
Yeah, that's right. They could have already found it already. They're actually talking about relaunching or continuing the series. There's been a lot of
really?
talk about that. Yeah, they can.
Amazon took over the rights, so I think they're in the pipeline of doing something with that.
Yeah, they're not doing a
watch Stargate Origins and watch the first episode. I'm going.
Yeah, you've got to if you're going to pick up the Stargate series, you actually watch that one first before And don't watch this James Spader movie. Well, I don't know. I haven't watched the Spader movie for what, 20 years, 15 years.
We spoke about that the other day.
Yeah. I may have to get a copy of that one.
I remember watching. Yeah.
Yeah, but of course,
Seen it twice.
Children of the Gods was, which the first 2 episodes was actually made into a full length movie, which they relaunched. Yep. But that's what like watch the 1940s episodes, then you watch that one, and then they go through. But they're sort of saying that they're going to continue the series on from where it left off. They're not going to reboot. That's what I've heard. They're avoiding the reboot cycle. But they'll obviously be introducing a lot of backstory to get the new audience involved. So there'll be a lot of flashback and stuff like that. I'm guessing they probably do. If they do a 12 episode or 10 episode season, you probably get 2 episodes, which must be sort of filling in the backstory. Gone are the days when we get 22 episodes per year. Essentially, budgets are now sort of very tight. 10 to 13 episodes, which keeps you hanging out for longer. Which really is. Anyway, Jen, sorry I'm late. What have we missed? Oh, you missed everything. That's it. We're about to go to the go. Yeah. We're getting the band back together. We're just talking about. If you haven't sort of, let me just quickly show. Minimise that. We're getting the band back together. Jerry bought me a guitar, so that's something you missed. What else was there? There was when's the next meetup? The next meetup is on Friday, May 6th. We've got easing of restrictions. Just a quick recap. And honestly, these people. This is your post, Jen. These people will run the country in a few years. Oh my God! So that's about what you've missed. Okay.
So you got through that in 2 minutes. What are we even talking about for the rest of the
I don't know. That's it. Yeah. And of course, Richard Barrow easing restrictions. Yeah. So that's really what we've got. We've just been having a chit chat as we usually do. Was it excellent? He's going to play the wine jug. We can do it.
The other one, the one-string bass on the box bass.
The wine jug doesn't quite work with a bottle of water.
T-chest bass.
Yeah, T-chest bass. There you go.
I'd love to get a good didge. Unfortunately, you can't bring them into the country because they would, and they've got to go through quarantine. Whether they actually get through quarantine and everything else, I don't even know what is involved to get a didge over. Because I'd love to get back into the didge because that really gave me some deep breathing exercises, and it's really good for the diaphragm and all that sort of stuff. And I love trancing out to a didge. I really do. But anyway, that's another story for another day. Yeah, when you get the cyclic breathing going, you start to trance. Most people don't know that.
T-chest and bottle top.
T-chest.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, the old T-chest and the bottle tops. You mean the one of those sticks that has the bottle tops on it?
Yeah.
What do they call that? What they call them something? What was that called?
It's a poor man's tambourine.
No, but there was they gave it a name. I'm trying to think.
There is an official name for them, but I can't remember. I can't think of it at the moment. You've got the washboard, so old Exilio, maybe the wild washboard, and the.
It's going to be a blues jug band or something.
Yeah, there's going to be spoons. Yeah. Ralph said the spoons. Absolutely. I remember many a drunken nights. The old man and his old mate used to play the spoons.
Yeah. But we've got to find a place to practice. Are we practicing at your place, Jerry? Is that the go? Are we going to annoy your neighbours, or? Jerry said.
All right, 2 places. We can play here for sure. But there's also a rehearsal hall somewhere in Bangkok that we can get to and we can rent. And they have a drum set there. I believe they have amplifiers and things. I'll look into it once the band gets up and running, which will be in another couple years. So yeah, we do have a couple of options, and we can definitely play here. We just can't have a drummer here, unfortunately.
No, we can play. We can jam on Discord easily. That's one of the things that Discord's very good at.
I'll have to get a mixer.
He's plugged in.
Find maybe a 4-channel mixer so I can get a voc and a guitar line going at the same time. So, but that's all right. We can find that. It's amazing what you can find on Lazada. Love Lazada. Online shopping mecca.
Is it going to be an 80s cover band, Malcolm K asked?
No, I think we should write our own music, then we don't have YouTube having to deal with, YouTube fucking music strikes.
There's an idea. Make a theme song for your YouTube channel so it doesn't get the copy strikes and stuff. It's ours. You get the money.
Well,
a lagerphone! A lagerphone, that's what they called it, lagerphone. Wasn't it? Come on, Kimbo. Lagerphone?
Lagerphone.
Is
Well,
it
the one with the bottle cap.
Yeah. Cut
Doesn't ring a bell in my head.
the rattler stick, drill the holes. Lagerphone. That's what this.
Lagerphone, is it? Okay.
Pretty sure that's the showing this guy here. Well, let me just bring that across, showing you pictures of what it looks like. Oh, come on. Could we just snap it in there? Yeah. So this is a lagerphone. There's a stick. You bang on the ground. You tap the stick.
Yeah, righto. Okay.
Classic musical instrument.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know where they first started from, but a name like a lagerphone must be Aussie.
Northern Territory. I think.
Download Wazza and
They're lagerphone is a traditional Australian percussion instrument with a tambourine-like quality. There we go. So it is an Australian invention. There you go. Well, according to this
we had so
article.
many bottle tops hanging around, we had to find a use for them somewhere.
Yep. Drinking all those lagers.
Drinking all those lagers. That's it. That's it. Okay, what do we got going? So Kimbo. Freaking autocorrect. Yeah, we hate the autocorrect, don't we? Don't get that terrible Soundgarden song stuck in my head. Okay. Is it going to be an 80? We just covered that. Warren and Wazza and the Wombats. Could be the house band name for Down Under Bar. Well, yeah. Well, we'd be competing against the Green Room up, 2 doors up as well. That ever happened. I thought Lagerphone was just a beating a lagerphone. It's a string between 2 cans. Well, that might have been lagerphone. Yeah. That's another thing. Yeah.
Oh, now we're going back to childhood.
Well, interesting that they go on.
We could become Susie's house band.
If we ever got good, yeah.
That'll be goodbye customers, but what the hell?
We'd have to get good. I know when our band, we played a couple of covers, but most of the stuff, one of the guys was actually writing our music for us. But yeah, like your music's all written for in-house, isn't it? You don't really do any covers, do you, Kimbo?
Nah, well, I finished off my last serious one, which you've heard some of it was all original stuff. So
yeah.
To get a few gigs around the city, you had to do a handful of covers, but it was just teasers really, and just kept people hanging around. So
yeah. Well, we got some ideas coming. I'm not going to be the idea man. So Jerry's the guy that's leading up the charge on this one. So I'll be just a big supporter, and I'll carry the bass line. There you go.
But Todd's the real musician out of all of us, so we're going to have to lean on his musicianship.
No, Kim, my hat's off to my little brother. He's better musician than what I am, or whatever I'll ever be. So
well, he needs to get here then.
Well,
Chanya could be the lead. Here we go. So Chanya could be the lead vocalist. Hold on. So got a little clip here. Where we go back to my. I'll do it from over here. Trouble is, I haven't cleaned out.
In the wankers,
He wasn't. You'll keep. Don't you worry.
You're coming over here soon, Jed.
That's it.
We have a long memory.
Where are we? So going back. That temple I didn't video this temple. That video was quite impressive. That temple was quite impressive. Where are we? Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Oh, I'll turn it on. There's my darling karaoke up in Sukhothai. I think she can sing. I just don't know what she's singing. I don't know the words yet. Like
she's holding pitch all right. Not a problem.
Yeah, she does all right. But yeah, so yeah, that was Sukhothai. We had a bit of fun up there. I'm not going to talk about the other fun. But was it Jerry? Band named Jerry and the Frangers. No, I have. Now I have to put the visit off the toilet.
So you're not.
Oh, I say no.
Yeah.
Just so we forget. So we forget. No, I'm pretty sure he's not coming till. I think he's coming out this year or even next year. He's dying to get back here. I know. Anyway, what do we got? We got 57 minutes. We're just about had fun. We had fun today. Has everybody had fun today? It's all right.
I've had fun.
We're gonna play some Ark very, very shortly. You can come and
Chanya.
Well, we could always. There should be another. I could breed some Argies for you. You need to do an imprint. We'll get that happening as well. I will ask my mate in the Thailand if he wants to join you guys. Right. Okay. Anyway, so we're going to go and do some arcing until we collapse in a heap because we really didn't get much sleep last night, and get some work done. But anyway, we're out of here. Where's my button? Stephen Monash hasn't joined us to give us the closing screen, but I'm pretty sure we'll get the hell out of here. Cue from Mr. Dowlow. That hour went quickly. Yes, we did. I'm trying to keep it to a size that people come and watch and enjoy the hour. 2 hours is just too long. Even though people were coming and do it, we try to sort of cram it all into 1 hour so it all works. Noise, arc it up, gentlemen. Yes. Look, if you do know Ark Survival Evolved and you want to play, all the details are in our Discord. You can come and join us. Our server, it's password protected, so we don't get any random strangers dropping in. But we may even set it go public at some stage. But for now, it's password protected, so it's just us, just the gang hanging up there. Fuck it up. Okay, Jen. Before Jen gets on, there's Jerry showing his face.
Jerry. Good to see you.
What are we up to? We're up to revision T. We're revision T now on the PTU. How long before they're going to release it? That's a good question. Did somebody say Stephen Monash? Where is he? We're going to say it 3 times. Stephen Monash, Stephen Monash, Stephen Monash. Okay. Beetlejuice. No, it still didn't turn up. Oh my God. Anyway, we're out of here. Get the music, get out of here, and we'll catch up with you next week. I will get some videos out for this week so you can see what we've been doing for the last 2 weeks. Peace out, guys, and catch you next time. Where's the closing screen? Who the hell knows what? Yeah, exactly. And Jen's just joining the channel. So anyway, peace out. We're out of here. Bye for now. Good. Just closing it off now. For those people who actually watch the end credits, there you go. Watch another movie. Watch another video. Yeah, watch another movie.